That's 10, 15 orders. Like, that's half a day. And if that, you know what I mean? So, at the time, like, I just loved it. Like, the community was very welcoming. They knew I was green. They knew I didn't know shit. You know, they knew that I was stepping in for my dad, and they emphasized with me. Like, they would be there. They would like, hey man, like, we know that you don't know what you're doing, pretty much, and we know that you're stepping in for your dad. We're gonna work with you as much as possible. And that what made me fall in love with it even more so is that the community itself took me in and were like, okay, little brother, like, we got you, don't worry, like, this is how your dad does it. And I learned so much. I learned a lot from my father, but I learned so much more from the clients, because they would tell me, like, this is how this goes, this is how you do this is how you do that. Nice. So I got it, like, I was learning on the fly, but my teachers were you guys, you know what I mean? So it was so cool. And I when my dad got better, he came back and I finished trade school, but my heart wasn't in it, man. And it was a good job. It was I graduated, got my license. It was for like basically equivalent to an LVN, you know. And starting pay was good, but I was never into it. Like, and one day I just told my dad, you know what, I'm not happy, man. Like, I'm not happy. I don't want to do that. Like, let me help you out. And he's like, all right, come down. So I came in, and we didn't take off crazy. Like, I didn't take off crazy custom at first. I would come in and learn more. Like, year 1, year 2 is just learning more, how to interact with people, how to speak to people, learn the culture. It's a very different culture from anything else in the world. Respect is everything, and you got to learn to respect the people, how to communicate with people. And once I got that down, again, you guys, the consumers, would, as we talked about earlier, shoot ideas and say, hey man, like, check out this company, look at what they're doing. Like, you guys have the ability to do it, you just haven't done it. So then I took that upon myself. But I think my biggest driving force, and it's funny, my biggest driving force that I took off with the custom thing and really told my dad, we gotta push this shit now, is when Sons of Anarchy came out in 08. Was it 08? I think it was 08. And they didn't use my dad for vest. And I was like, how the hell could they not use my dad? You know what I mean? I took it personal, dude. I was just like, how could they not use us? Like, we're the best, you know? I had no idea, you know? I was still green. And ever since then, man, I took it personal, and I said, you know what? You know, F that. I'm not gonna settle for just, you know, being little Joes. I'm gonna be better than anybody out there, pushing it. So then that's when I just came, like, me and with the help of you guys, we would come up with designs, you know, and we would come up with designs. We'll implement new materials. Like, my dad would show me all his all the people he'd buy from, and I'd be like, okay, this person sells this leather, this person sells this, what if we mix it, or what if we do this, what if we do that? My dad, we would fight so much, bro. So much, all the time.
It's a growing pain.
Oh my god, man. Like, when I told him about hybrid vests, he tells me, who the fuck is gonna buy a leather and denim vest? You know what I mean? Like, dude, like, he thought that was the stupidest idea ever.
So after I started selling you,
dude, that's the #1 product.
Yeah,
dude. Hybrid vest.
That's your #1.
It's our staple.
Yeah,
it's our staple. Yeah, man. But yeah, he laughed at me. He's like, dude, you're crazy.
Listen, son, you still gotta learn something.
Oh yeah. But yeah, man. So it was pretty much like I said, with the help of you guys and bringing fresh ideas. And now we're lucky enough to have my nephew Gilbert and Alex work here, and Andrew has come on, and Andrew and I and those 2 other guys, we get together and we have, like I said, we have full-on production meetings now. It got to the point where we're constantly trying to innovate, constantly trying to change stuff, constantly trying to bring new materials in, see what works, you know, and it's trial and error. And like, sometimes some stuff takes off, sometimes it fails, but you know, we won't know unless we try it, you know. And as of now, like, sky's the limit, man. Like, it's just wherever it goes. You know, we don't know where it's gonna grow to. It's getting bigger and bigger by the day, and we still have plans for bigger things, such as distribution, and just try to open up the market.
5-10 years from now, where would you like to see Espinoza Leathers at?
5-10 years from now, I would honestly love to see at least 3 more stores open. You know what I mean? I feel like the biggest thing that we need to do is open up in the Bay. Like, that's my #1 goal, is to open up in the Bay, because you guys, everybody in the Bay Area shows us so much love whenever we do an event out there, and I think we owe it to you guys up in the Bay to have us shop up there, and where you can get all your gear, man. Like, if you guys check out our shop, we have gloves, helmets, flannels, we have all your needs, and we need to open up in the Bay. Like, that's #1. And after that, just sprinkle out the stores, you know what I mean? Maybe another one in Vegas, Texas, the East Coast. Just start opening up chains. I mean, we want to get into distribution too, but I think that I just want to take this business model and start opening up the different areas and offer the services we offer here in different areas, you know what I mean?
Looking back, is there one moment where you just, everything clicked together and it became more of a smoother, you knew what you're doing? This is, all right, this is my career, I'm set, I feel confident with how I'm handling business, taking over from Pops, and not basically messing stuff up, but you're flying with it now, instead of running or walking or crawling. Was there a moment that it all clicked together for you, when you finally got that confidence, you felt like you knew exactly what you're doing, or did it come over time?
I think it was the birth of my son.
Okay.
Yeah, it was weird, because after I became a father, everything kind of clicked for me.
Instant responsibility, you don't have time to screw up anymore.
Exactly, everything kind of clicked for me, because, you know, the first couple of years, like I said, it was learning, growing pains. I was still young, dude. I was 21 years old, just bought a bike, partying, you know. Not only did I want to be the business owner, but I wanted to be the party guy with my customers, you know. But yeah, eventually I grew up a lot once I had my son, and after I had my son, it just gave me that drive to make this place even bigger than what it is now, because it was my career and I'm now providing for somebody, you know, him and his mom. And that's when it clicked for me, just to push it forward and just really start tightening up the ship and getting this place going. And then it's always been my biggest drive, but he just doesn't retire, was to retire my dad. You know what I mean? That was always my biggest thing, is like, I'm gonna grow this place to the point where my dad doesn't have to sew, you know, because my dad was sewing for the first 6 years that I worked here.
Wow.
And then it was always my dream, I want to get my dad off the sewing machine. Finally got him off the sewing machine, and now he's bossier than he was before.
He's got more time.
He got more time. Yeah. Okay, so step 1 is cutting.
Okay.
So we get your orders in. Once we get your orders in, it's a bad boy sheet like this. Pretty simple work order. These guys get measurements, they get description of product, and after they get that, so depending on what you get, you would get, these guys would hand cut everything with this. This is all they use to cut all your vests and jackets.
Nice.
Poor guys' hands fall off at the end of the day. So after they hand cut everything,
Lots of padding.
yep, lots of padding. So we got 2 guys that cut. We got all these various patterns around us for different models that we make. We use the patterns essentially just for a guide of the measurement you're closest to, but we cut down to your measurements. From there, we'll go to skiving.
Okay.
Wow. Skiving station is basically my homie here, Jose Cotto. He gets all the parts, and skives everything down so that it's easier to fold over and sew.
Okay.
So all the like your waistbands, all the bulk areas on the vest, we have to skive the ends so that it's easier for the sew and you get a finer stitch. If not, it looks like shit. You'll have a vest that you see at the bottom. After skiving, we go into fuse backing. So all the materials, denim including leather, are all fuse backed with this adhesive material, and that prevents overstretching, reinforces all the stitches, all that good stuff. So when it gets to that station, then you can see our nice little pile here. 6 weeks, people.
6 to 8 weeks.
Six weeks right here, and there's no favoritism. Everything is put from date ordered on, and we go through all these stations right here. From there, Felipe, our main tailor, will grab a vest. He'll get the puzzle. After he gets the puzzle, he'll sew the shell of the vest together. Excuse me. And then he'll make all the fine cuts, shoulders, armholes, all that good stuff. He'll tailor it all out, get it ready for gentlemen. Once the shell is assembled, we'll go to a puzzle, which is ready to line.
So at that point, it just needs to be put together and it's good to go, right?
Pretty much. Okay. So that it'll go to one of 14 stations where these guys hand make your vest.
And this is on a Sunday, so it's pretty light. Or Saturday.
And again, as I said, no station is the same. Every vest that we make here is different from the next. Very rare that you'll ever get the same vest. We get production jobs, and we get constantly one-off. 90% of our business is one-off.
So personally, you, what's your favorite?
My favorite?
Favorite vest, favorite jacket?
My favorite vest. Oh man, favorite vest. I would say it's the baller. Yeah, the denim, the leather. It's just perfect. It's all you need, especially in California, man. That's all you need. Sure. You got the protection in the areas you need it, and the breathability in the areas you need it, especially a guy like me with a nice size stomach. And then as far as jacket, I would say it'd be baller jacket too, because it's such a clean cut that you could wear on and off the bike. You know what I mean? You can go somewhere wearing that thing and be like, oh shit, that's a cool jacket. And you wouldn't even think you'd be on a bike. Yeah. Wearing something. So I would say those two are my favorite. My least favorite, I don't have one, really. The ones that are the most worth.
Yeah. So, do you have anything in the works that's coming up next, like the new baller jacket, something that's gonna? I know with me personally, when it comes to the barbecue, I'm never satisfied with what I just did. I want to keep doing something new.
Oh man,
creating something new.
We're constantly coming out with something new, something new.
Do you have a new favorite that you're working on in your head, or you just kind of keep it all?
I gotta keep it under my sleeve, but I really like the collab you brought to me.
Well, they'll see that soon.
Yeah, I like that collab. Wow, man, we have various projects coming up that we're pretty excited about. This one's one of them, illusion machine.
Yeah.
This collab illusion machine is gonna be dropped December 1st. It's a pretty cool collab. They've been around for a long time. Adrian's an OG in the game for skateboarding, so pretty excited to bring together the skate biker world.
I love his pocket, man.
A quick access pocket.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it's smooth. Well, man, I love your gear. It's great. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. Taking time out.
For sure, brother. Well, thank you guys.